right. Welcome in the building. Welcome in the building, y'all. How are y'all doing? Welcome in or welcome in. Y'all, it's been a day, y'all. Finding out that Karmelo Anthony, his trial, his motion for retrial was denied. Y'all, but it's okay. We not stopping here. We is not stopping here. So welcome in the building, y'all. Smash the like button, y'all. We are gonna get everything on and popping. So I'm gonna go over everything that when I was in court on Thursday. I'm gonna set up everything, set the the scene, and let you guys know what I experienced when I was in court. Now it's super racist there in Collins County, super duper racist, and y'all, if y'all are black living in Collins County, y'all just be careful because this is a bad area, and the racism is super evident. But I'm gonna get into what I, the notes that I took for this, and I'm gonna let you guys know, how I felt. I mean, it was really super crazy, y'all. It was really crazy. Smash the like button, y'all, as y'all come in the building. Happy Saturday, y'all. I'm telling you. But we not stopping here. We not gonna stop. This is not gonna discourage us. This is not going to discourage us from all the naysayers. We all right. We going to keep it, moving, right? We not going to be we not going to be, hold on just a second, y'all. We not going to be crying, hollering, and slinging snot, that's what we not going to do, y'all. We not going to holler, cry, sling snot, but what we going to do is we just going to pray. And we are going to continue to keep Karmelo in our prayers because we know that he has a dream team, right? We know that he has a dream team, a big dream team. And let me say this to y'all, because one thing is for sure, two things are for certain. It was a blessing to even get this court retrial, the motion for a retrial, because guess what? We found out that them boys was racist. We found out that they were, of course, spreading the, racist graffiti. We found out that they were beating up black kids. We found out that they was arrested when they was 10 years old. So we found out a whole bunch of stuff that had not we gotten a retrial motion, it would have been a whole different situation. Hey, Jamil Peterson says, free Karmelo Anthony. Yes. We got BC. Welcome everybody in the building. Y'all smash the like button. Y'all, we are going to get into it. I was in the court on Thursday, day one of the retrial motion. So I'm just going to set it up for you, like I said, to show you guys, what happened. Hey, Bronze, welcome. I'm going to set it up to show you guys, what we experienced, what happened, and kind of set the scene. But as we arrived at the courthouse, there was a line right in front of the main door, but those tickets, I guess, and those slots were already taken. So we had to go to the side of the building. There was another line, and we were able to get in there, which was the overflow line to get into the courtroom. And there was 100 seats that were in there. So as we arrived at the courthouse, it was about 6 a.m. We seen Neek at Night. Then New York, I think this NC the Beat. I forget how you pronounce that, but not pronounce it. I think it's called NC the Beat. But anyway, his name is Gerald, and his name was brought up in the Karmelo Anthony case as well. So then we have, let's see. So the courtroom where Karmelo would be, the line I said was full. We had to go around the building, like I just said. We all walked in and sat on the benches until the courtroom opened. So we stayed waiting for like a good hour and some change. It was a good little while before we ever got into the courtroom. And then we seen the family. The family had walked in with Dominique and their entourage of people, and they kind of walked in pretty swiftly. So we of course didn't get to see them. Then there was people. Let me see. Let me just kind of stop where I'm at. Let me like mark where I'm at. So just to also set up the scene, like even kind of before we get into the courtroom, I'm gonna be jumping around you guys, but it's gonna, I guess, kind of make sense after all. Um, Once we got there, we could tell that the racists were. I mean, it was really thick in the air. Even in the courtroom, there was like shh, 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 like telling people to like as if we're little kids. I didn't like that, nor did I appreciate that. But anywho, y'all, let's continue. So I said, let me see, where did I see? I said we got seated. Okay, so we got seated around 8:45 a.m. I was trying to keep tabs on the time too, so I can know, where we were at with time, how long things took. So I think I was trying to take note of the time as much as I could. I said, let's see. So we sat in the 494th courtroom. I said Dominique and Tiffany Billions were in the overflow room with us. So if you guys are familiar, Dominique is the one that he's like the family. I'm not sure what he called. I forget. I guess his title, but he's been the one that's been supporting and doing the press conferences and stuff like that. So supporting Karmelo's mother and father. But Tiffany Billions, if you guys know Tiffany Billions, she sat behind us, and she was basically kind of talking to us about like certain things and stuff like that, stuff that I didn't even know concerning this case, because it's a lot. These people in Collins County, I mean, y'all, I'm telling you, racist. It is crazy. In 2026, still dealing with stuff that is like in 1940s. I mean, it was a shame. It was a shame. But anyway, so let's continue. So the TVs turned on around 9:20 a.m. And this is the TVs, because they had TVs in the room, in the overflow room. They had a bunch of TVs all over. So the TVs turned on about 9:20. And so we were kind of waiting, around while, they were getting ready to start court. So it said, I put Karmelo, he came in, he was, in handcuffs and the shackles. And then when we started, I guess his attorney had asked if they can, take his shackles off. So they went ahead and took the handcuffs and shackles off, which I was happy. He don't need to be in there with no handcuffs. He is a victim more to this situation than anything. I mean, these boys were whole demonic entities. I mean, as soon as they came out the womb, it's like them devils were already doing devilish, demonic stuff. But anywho, y'all, let's continue. It said I put Karmelo, he had on a dark suit, a white shirt, and a blue tie. One of the attorneys with Karmelo at the table, it was one attorney with Karmelo at the table, three attorneys sitting behind him, and not three attorneys. Let me see. Three attorneys were sitting with him at the table, and then two attorneys sitting behind them. So they were like passing notes. They were doing everything, as they should, as far as like trying to, pay attention. Even Karmelo, he was really paying attention. He was taking notes. He was like up, he was trying to stay with it. I'm trying to understand, because, he's what, 19 now, a baby still. And he's a grown man, but he's still a child. He's, very, very, of course, not knowing what the system is. He don't know the system. He don't know any of this, no legal jargon, legal terms and all of that stuff. But he was very, very upbeat with that from what I've seen. Let's see. Let's continue. Y'all smash the like button. Y'all welcome in. We are here today talking about Karmelo Anthony. He had his retrial denied. If you guys are just coming in the building. But y'all, happy Saturday, y'all. We gonna keep hope alive. Y'all know what I mean? We not gonna let this get us down. No, we still celebrating, because guess what? If he didn't get this retrial, we wouldn't been able to get this stuff on the record. We needed to get all the demonic activities that these twin boys had on the record. And that's exactly what this trial helped us do to get to the next level. So Russell Wilson, his lead attorney, he said that basically the fight is continuing. We are going to continue fighting for Karmelo. We're gonna, I guess, file and take it to the higher court, and then the fight is going to continue because they railroaded Karmelo. They railroaded Karmelo. I'm telling you, they railroaded him. And Worski, he is the Grand Pumbaa of the, of them Proud Boys that has taken on this whole situation and has made everybody conform to what he wanted as far as this whole thing is concerned. So he is a ringleader. He's a Grand Pumbaa. I'ma say it because he was running everything, running over Mike Howard, telling them what Karmelo's gonna do, telling him that if he could basically, if he testifies, basically what he could say, so the door don't open, because they were trying to protect these twins, and these twins were demonic entities. Hey, Tammy, welcome in. These bad twins were demonic entities. They were beating up black kids. One of the boys got arrested at 10 years old, pushing down a little black girl and hurting her shoulders where she had to be hospitalized. These demons are demonic. They were saying what the stuff that Karmelo did, but it doesn't even amount to what these twin boys was doing. These twins were doing all kind of stuff. They were saying stuff and doing stuff. So I don't understand. Karmelo was saying all kind of stuff. Okay, yes, he's a child just like they were. But Karmelo was not taking action on any of that stuff. This is a racist courthouse, a racist town. And y'all, if y'all are black in Collins County, baby, y'all be careful out there, because those people are racist. So anyway, let's see where else. Where are we at? 9:35. The judge comes up. Judge Chitty, looking like the Monopoly man. Old as Methuselah. I mean, why didn't they get that black judge from San Antonio? I don't understand. That black female judge from San Antonio, he came from San Antonio. Why couldn't they get that black female judge up there? I just don't understand. Do they got an Asian judge? Do they got a Hispanic judge? Why did it have to be a white judge with the Ku Klux Klan Pumbaa people? I feel like they were the people. The Proud Boy connection is strong in that town. And even Chitty said, yeah, he knows one of them. And I'm like, wow, really? Hey, Bougie Barbie. I was like, wow. Oh, so they all connected. They are all connected. I don't care what nobody says. I believe that this fix was already in before we even got the word today that Karmelo Anthony was denied. So there's no way that you saying, oh, I just want to go ahead and give you guys the results of the retrial via email. No, you knew what you was doing. You knew that you had it fixed for Karmelo's retrial to be denied. And guess what, y'all? What is it called? The Grand Pumbaa daddy, KKK, Ku Klux Klan member. What's his name? Jeff Metcalf. I seen him too at the courthouse looking a hot mess, like he was drunker than Cooter Brown and trying to recover, drinking a bottle of water. I seen his big old crazy looking self looking all sad and lonely with his two security guards, hair all over his head, looking like a hot mess. Anyway, those people down there, they are connected, and Karmelo had no chance at all, y'all. He had no chance. That Worski is the ringleader, like I said, the KKK, Ku Klux Klan, Grand Pumbaa of them all. He was running that whole courtroom, even running over Mike Howard and Toby Shook, running them over. I mean, and when I say, y'all, attorney Russell Wilson, he is a beast. Man, he was reading them their rights. Reading on their rights. Now, yes, let me say allegedly. All this is alleged. This is a reaction, my opinion, and I'm entitled to it. Okay? So what I say is what I feel, and what I seen is what I seen. I'm telling you, this situation is like, I mean, I've never experienced such racism ever in my life in that until that time period when I was in Collins County Courthouse listening to Worski and seeing how everything was going. Even Shitty Chitty was up there in his maybe was he in his Depends? I don't know, y'all. But he looks old. He looked like the Monopoly man, and he looked like, sir, your time is about to be up, sir. I think Jesus may be calling you. But anyway,